Well, when a storm brought down one of their oldest trees in Hastings a few weeks ago, the city decided they wanted to memorialize it.
Our Jamie Smet met with the artist who is preserving that tree for generations to come.
I'm standing inside one of the oldest and largest trees in Hastings. After a storm blew down the top half a few weeks ago, artist Gerald Miller said he wanted to do something truly unique. He says this is the only tree in Michigan you can walk through. A nearly 200-year-old tree isn't nearly as massive as it was after a storm blew through Titan Park.
Well, the significance is it's the largest tree in Hastings as far as I understood. And at 28 feet around, it's a large cottonwood.
This tree has been a part of Hastings history. So when they had to take it down for safety reasons, they wanted to do something to preserve it for years to come.
On top of that, it's just such an old tree. They want to do something for the community.
They wanted to do something to make it one of a kind.
They said, why don't we cut a door in it? And I said, yeah, we shoot right through it. People can walk through it.
So he decided to carve a hole straight through the tree.
As large as it is, it's the only one you can walk through in Michigan as far as I know.
Battle Creek artist Gerald Miller grew up in Hastings and says this tree was a big part of his childhood.
I was like, oh man, I gotta be part of this, because that tree has just been so massive. When I was this big, it was the same size, you know, and now I'm this big and it's still huge.
He said the process to get through the tree took him 3 days.
They had to buy a saw to get through this. I was working with some 20-inch bars and I was going back and forth, and it was just taking way too long. And I got to the core. I got lucky because the core is just big around. I just barely got to the core, and I could cut like this, this, and this, and then a piece would come out. And then that core section, massive. I got on the other side just to the core because it's like 8 foot, and I got a 3-foot bar, and that thing's massive itself.
But now that you can get through the tree, the city doesn't want to stop there. They're adding a play set and hope to commission Miller to add a roof and carve out the rest of the tree.
We'd love to see input, to have some feedback on some ideas for this tree for carving it. So that would be fantastic to have some ideas put out there.
Now, if you want to contribute any ideas or help fund the artist, you can head to the Hastings Facebook page where they say they'll put out more information later. But for now, in Hastings, Jamie Smet, Fox 17 News.
Yeah, it's really unique. We were saying it reminds us of the big redwoods in California, but
Yeah.
I think you'd need the duck probably.
I know. I think Jamie's about a foot shorter than me,
Yeah.
so I think I'd have to
Test
walk
before
through
you
a little
walk.
shorter.
Right. Well, the president trying to put rumors